Empaths. Empaths are the narcissists that are on the other spectrum, more on the human. It's just perfectly human. I mean, the more supernatural you get, and paranormal, really, like telepathic and remote viewing, and a lot of other things, you guys, really, we don't know what we're capable of when we get our merkabas going on an energetic level. But I just wanted to say, empaths, that's who is like probably part of all the problem out there. If they don't know who they are, first of all, being super sensitive, and they don't have an education or a vocabulary to go with anything. Um, uh, Now I just got a flash. It's like, well, it's mainly women, and there's men, and it's like, do they have the same language? And the answer is no. If they come from different planets, which it's a good idea to think of it that way, because they're not the same. One is an Audi and the other one is an Innie, and wow, this subject matter at 1:15. Why? I was wondering that. I guess it's getting to that, it's the season of Aquarius, and it's the heart chakra matters. And um, love is in the air kind of thing, I guess. I'm a Libra, a lot of it is there. And well, I was just thinking, well, I'm the kind of person who would write kind of the sexy novels, the romantic ones, just talking about my experience, or how we would just go through it, like, well, anyway. And it's good for the kids. You got to have good reading material. Stop all this unreal shite. This is not at all what I wanted to make it a video about. Um, it's been interesting with the Jupiter going over my ascendant. It's going to happen tomorrow exact. It's going to be a Jupiter at 6 degrees. And, you know, for people, the experience is going to be when it gets out of the shadow, and then Mercury is going forward. Boy, there's just this interesting gear that's going to start chugging. It's going to start going this year. With Mars and Gemini, we have it going to square Neptune. It's squaring my Jupiter at 10 degrees, and it's going to get away from there, and it's going to start squaring Neptune at the later degrees, as we're all looking forward to that again, where gaslighting gets the best of the airwaves. I mean, that's all it is. When you talk about talking, and then how that Mars and Gemini is very interested in the glib and that's a word, jibber jabber, but really just the sleight of words. And they like to read, and they will talk about like 7 different things in one uh, conversation. And they are also multitaskers, but it could be very disconnected from the body. That's what we've kind of experienced while it's Mars and Gemini. Even though it's moving forward now, there's still a lot of just mental energy um, that has yet to unleash. I mean, when Mars finally gets out of its shadow, retrograde shadow, and starts squaring Pluto again, watch out, man. I think that people are getting more alcoholic with that. Just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to say do that. I'm just saying watch out, especially men and women who have the affliction of Mars, a Neptune affliction. Anybody who has a prominent Neptune affliction, the Mars may set it off. Well, that energy in the air, kind of how it can work too, but it helps better if you have an exact degree aspect. Anyway, boy, I think that there was something interesting in this conversation, but now it's going where? That's precisely the energy of how Mars and Gemini is with finishing up the Mercury also have gone retrograde and moving forward. I don't think it hit Aquarius yet, but when it does, we're going to see a big shift in the interest of conversation and people's mindsets is going to be very um, different and weird. It's going to increase. That's when we're going to we're going to start moving forward into a lot of weirdness. And I'm just so fortunate to be living up in the mountains, and I own property, and I have the just I'm in debt right now from having this change go on in my life, like a lot of people are, having lost their livelihoods, probably their friends and everything. Really, and over the past 3 years, there's some kind of a so-called shift going on. If you've survived, babe, I mean, some people had to go to the hospital and back. I had still, we could all say, I mean, if you can't say it yet, we're going to see this dramatic shit unfold because it's not over with. Um, the cosmos has something in store for us all. We are waking up about the human embodiment, and a lot of things are coming in about the spiritual world and our belongings, like our intellectual belongings, and then the kind of issues that surface, like our freedom, and what just happened with the World Health Organization. That baffles me. Where are women? Where are women saying? There's a lot of women out there they're minding. It's just God minds her own business, and it might get to the point where if it becomes under your roof, like I said. Oh my goodness, who cares about the narcissist except for when you get into those intimate moments, you realize, oh my God, no, I can't rely on this person for a bead of sweat if it was 120 degrees and we really needed the moisture. And that's saying a lot. I'm not saying that we are users. We're saying that you are not human. Where is your sweat ability? It's a natural thing. Anyway, God, bear with me. That subject matter of narcissism, it's going to come up um, with the Mars transit. It's just, if you ask me, that's why the word of the year, which we're still in the year, okay, it's going to Happy New Year's, you guys. It's coming up here pretty soon. Year of the Rabbit, lunar year of the Rabbit, month. It's made of 12 months, 12 signs. Anyway, let's get back to moon. That's what's the lunar new year. It's the real new year. In case you're human and you're organic and you want to follow that, there's the non-human occupation who says we just had a new year, and right in the middle of the time of introspection, of just we have to be still and hope the fucking new year comes. Anyway, let's get back to God. What was I saying, you guys? Oh, I'm so sorry. Talking about the Mars Neptune transit that's coming up, Gemini Pisces square. The communications off the charts. Everything can be held against you because it's just a huge gaslight. Really, can you become aware that all words are a gaslight to reality? It's just an alternative. If you look at the real word inside of word is or. That means or there's something else you can look at. Let's look at the real thing. Zip your lip and let's check it out. Is it there or not? Oh my God, if you live that way, if you put everybody on mute and just watched body language and take note, when do they show up? When do you see the hands going together? When do you see this? You will not associate with fucking 3/4 of the people you think that you need in your life because they're narcissists. Their actions stink, and their words are just wonderful, aren't they? I'm sorry. Maybe you guys, you don't know about me. I live in a box. That's it, and it's always a grainy picture. If I turn my head, you just I'm a fucking piece of cardboard. Pretty soon, baby, just gonna realize I'm a comedian. And the narcissist issue comes up, babe. That's a serious thing. I'm not gonna waste my time here. We're gonna look at it. I'm a woman. your duty as a woman is to turn these guys around. You don't just sit there and say, and he did this and that. It's like, well, did you talk to him about it a little bit? Say, well, excuse me, that was great and amazing and everything. I'm glad you take 75 seconds to do that, but did you know that I was here too, and I have my way about me? Are you interested at all? I was just wondering, because it wouldn't take long to hook this up, and try and be imaginative. Go along the same lines of what everybody else is doing, but realize